Oops. YouTube, welcome back. Wednesday above ground here in the GTC, running, sprinting, jumping, all the good stuff. What's on the docket today? Feeling kind of shitty. I don't know if it was a combination of too much food yesterday, not sleeping so great, or just like breathing in dust, sweeping basement, but a little bit of both. Heart rate was high all night, weird, yucky, but deload period, nothing too crazy still. Some throws to start, some light resisted sprints, a little bit longer stuff, and I'm just gonna get out of here. I have a game later also. So we're still in that deload period. I'm gonna cut the volume, keep the intensity relatively high, like I said, the best I can. But that's all some throws to start off, usual Wednesday activities here. I'm gonna try to not hit the ceiling, which, hey, we'll take that. I think I've done that before. Get some height on these bad boys. But yeah, just some throws to start. I'm gonna get a little bit of that kind of light tier, medium plyo stuff to get a little warm. Do some light accelerations, a couple 40s, and just freaking leave. Get on out of here. Keep it low relatively, especially since I have a nice 9 p.m. game tonight, which is awesome. There we go. A little more distance than height. Last couple of these bad boys, I like just doing like 8 to 10. I think they usually kind of just get me firing, make me feel good after operation. Try not to lose my hat every throw. All right, into some light tier here. Regular pogo hops to start. I like getting like 50 to 100 light contacts before I start doing anything like max feel super crazy. Usually just makes me feel bouncier. Get more of those contacts built up over time. Go sideways now. I'm gonna go 2 forward and 1 back. So add a little rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. A 2 foot to 1 foot, kind of alternating. Kind of this it's like a hopscotch kind of thing. You'll see what I mean here. Hopefully I'm bringing back some deep memories of hopscotch in the childhood. But 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, alternating right and left. So just watch. A little bit of deep tier now. Just deeper joint angles. Getting off the ground though. Still the same thing, low intensity. Just some regular kind of deep tier squatty jumps. Split exchange now. Same thing, just going from the lunge stance back and forth all the way. And just a lateral bound now on the spot, landing deep into the hip and that skater position. Man, I'm feeling beat up as I do this right now. Such is the case sometimes. A little bit quicker now, just some single leg hopping, gonna cycle that leg, get some good contacts here. All right, getting touched longer now. Just a couple skips, a little bit of power, get me going, some bounds with some straight legs, and I'll be good to go here. Goodbye, hat. All right, that's me warm as I'm gonna get today. Feeling pretty awful, like I said, honestly. So it's a good thing that this is lower volume. But let's get it in, get it over with. So I'm gonna get to 2 working sets here, maybe 1 once I get warm at like 70%. 20 yards acceleration, light sled, 25 in that bad boy. Let's go. I'm gonna go just 2-point here. Really think about the technique if I'm not doing a lot of volume. Make sure they look as good as possible. I'm gonna get one at like 60% here, maybe 70. Not too bad feeling actually. I get to right about 90% here for the next one. Call that a working set. I have been doing 30s for this, 30 yards for these accelerations instead of 20, but I am gonna cap it at 20. That makes it feel a little bit easier today. Still getting some high output, but just not as far. So the volume's not as high. And same for the unresisted. I was at 40 last week. I'm probably just gonna bring that down to 30 and do a couple from there. And I will do one or two alternating bounds actually, but just keep that a little bit shorter too. Yeah, so the deload principle remains keeping some really high output, so some sprinting at like 90%, but just cutting the volume, whether that's reps or distance, in this case, a little bit of both, actually, just based on my current state of how bad I feel too. So that, very easy, very simple, and kind of a quick one, I think. Be out of here in reasonably short amount of time. Not too bad there. I was really trying to, on that rep, think about being a little more horizontal with the angle I was starting at. So like getting my chest down, facing the floor a little bit more, and pushing forwards rather than up for the first steps. So that looked pretty good. Hands a little ugly. I find it hard to think about more than one thing at the same time when I'm doing a rep, and it slows me down when I try to do so. So not bad, we'll take it. I'm gonna do the next one and think about arms a little more, see if I can do that, make it look better, a little bit better angles, and keep the angles from the first one, and that might be a heater. My lungs are bothering me. Kind of funny. I think I definitely breathed some basement particles in yesterday, doing all that pushing of water around. So super not ideal. I feel like I have to cough, but I can't. Very cool. Thank you, basement. That was pretty damn good, won't lie. Felt the best that's felt. I think this whole block and on today, we'll take that. I'm gonna call it there while I'm ahead, and I'll get to my unweighted 30-yard accelerations, back this cone up just a little bit more. I'm gonna be real far away now, such is the case on these longer starts. I'm gonna hit these bad boys from a 3-point to start off for both of them. Get a little practice in all the plants. Start thinking there. Start was good. A little bit hands. We'll put it together in this one. That one felt pretty damn good, all things considered. I would chalk that up as a win. That's my sprints done there. I'm gonna do 1, maybe 2 sets of these double alternating bounds here. Just 2 in the left, 2 in the right. We'll see as I do them. And we'll get on out of here. That's quite nice, a little shorter. I'll do one more. You know, that actually feels so good at that distance. I'm gonna do even one more. That there is my day finished. Very brief again, such is the case with these deload stuff. I'm gonna go home. I gotta eat good today. I gotta sleep good, otherwise I'm gonna keep feeling awful at this rate. Game later, gotta save some gas too. Hopefully go get another Hattie here. But thanks for watching today. I will see you in the next one later this week. Peace.